Hello everybody, and welcome to the next edition of Ghost Chaos Questionnaire. The wonderful fun game where I get to subject random people to my silly little questions. Today here, I have somebody who I'm collabing with for the third time in a row in some capacity, which is rather funny. So say hello to the one and only Ginkgo1.
Hi. This is very much a super ginormous coincidence that we're collabing for the third time, potentially the fourth time later down the line for Mario Maker. Be on the lookout for that.
Potentially, yes. That may be the fourth one in a row. Depends what my next thing will be. Whatever my next collab will be. I mean, in terms of like other things, I might end up doing something with somebody else at some point in between then. But if we do 4 and 4, that would be really funny.
I know, right? But here I am as not being a host, or being a participant once again. And I don't remember every question, because I did watch a few of these, but like, they were a while back.
The way I see it, the more blind you go into this, the more fun it is, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so here's the rules. You must answer 50 randomly generated questions from a set of 500 total questions. The higher the number value, the higher the point value and difficulty in answering.
Alright.
And so basically the tiers are tier 1, which is questions 1 through 100, so that's just pick a character. Pretty much you just like name a character in response to the question. There's no wrong or right answers, it's just for sillies and goofs. Tier 2 is questions 101 through 200, and that is worth 2 points, and that is silly Fire Emblem questions, so you have to do a little bit more legwork than pick a character, but there's no wrong answers for this. It's just being silly. Tier 3, for 201 through 300, is worth 3 points, and that is Time Attack. Time Attack, you have a limited amount of time to answer the question, or you have to ramble for a given amount of time. It depends on the question. But if you sometimes you can fail these. I mean, and you absolutely can fail any time attack question, but some are harder to answer than others.
Okay.
It really depends on whether or not whatever you get. As for tier 4, that is for questions 301 through 400, and that is 4 points, and that is guess that Fire Emblem fact. So pretty much just trivia questions. So this one, you can't just name something silly. You have to get this one right, or you don't get the points.
Oh no.
Yeah, if you don't get if you don't get a question right, or if you fail to answer it properly, then you don't get the points for it. So. And then for questions 401 through 500, so this is the final tier. They're worth 5 points, but this is the tier I call Pick a God and Pray. So you have to cross fingers and hope that it's something that you know, because unlike everything else, they are not exclusively limited to Fire Emblem, and these are generally trivia questions. So it could be about Xenoblade, it could be about Love Live, it could be about geography. You have no idea until you get the question. Who knows? So that is the best. I hope you have best of luck with that. You just kind of cross fingers and hope that either you don't get them, or if you do get them, that you are somewhat knowledgeable about the concept in question.
That scares me.
So tiers 1 and 2 have no wrong answers, but if you fail to answer correctly in tiers 3 and 5, you will not get the points. For tier 3, I will say go to tell you when to start your answer. I start the timer as soon as you finish saying go. There are some exceptions to this rule, which I'll let you know of when they come up. You may skip any question you roll, but out of fairness it will be treated like a wrong answer. So basically if you just don't want to answer a question for one reason or another, then you have the chance to skip, then you can basically just like skip the question, but
Okay.
just so that nobody can like re-roll questions until they find something that they like. You know, I make it so that you get 0 points if you skip a question, so.
Gotcha. Okay.
The final question will be up to the guests to choose. If you get 100 or more points, you get to ask me any Fire Emblem related question within reason. Good luck and have fun.
Alright.
Oh my god. I just clapped. for the video, like right as I said that, and it just had like a 1 pixel horizontal line, and that was it. I've no idea how that's gonna show up on how that's gonna show up in the video. That sounds interesting. Also, I have no idea how your soundboard is gonna show up on the video. Is that being recorded?
Oh shoot! Right, my desktop audio is muted on my OBS, so that's not gonna be heard. It's okay. It's fine. I don't know if it was heard on your end, but it's okay.
I could hear your soundboard, but yeah, that's fine.
We don't need to include it.
Yeah, we don't need to include it.
My actual soundboard does go through my mic and not from the Discord one, so
I feel that.
Yeah, we won't worry about that.
I guess with that, that's basically everything you need to go. Are you ready to begin?
I hope, hopefully.
Alright, well, without further ado, let's begin with the first question, which is 87. So you're starting out with pick a character.
Okay.
So a nice, easy, simple one to get you into the groove of things. This character does not understand the concept of noise control.
Oh, loud character. Legion. He's always caps all the time, I'm pretty sure.
That is actually a really good answer. I like that. I couldn't have picked a better character for that.
Because, like, there's a lot of loud characters. I hear the voices all the time, but I'm like, you know what, I'll be creative. Let's pick, like, one that does caps all the time and Faye. That I can remember.
I haven't played Mystery of the Emblem, or... What was the one that... Yeah. Was Mystery of the Emblem the one the Legion's in?
Shadow Dragon? I'm not sure, actually. I haven't played it either.
Well, he's not in Shadow Dragon, because I know that Legion... I think Legion is from the game that Katarina is from, and Katarina is from Mystery of the Emblem.
Oh, yeah. I think so.
Okay, so that was a pretty good one, so you get all your points for that. And next one is 129, so this is silly Fire Emblem questions.
Okay.
Oh, this is a great one. Oh, this is a great one. This is a silly Fire Emblem question. Matilda discovers Clive's love affair with Kermit the Frog. How does she react?
Oh. Oh boy. I think she'd be, like, stunned for a sec, and then, like, slowly walk away. Clive tries to, like, go to her and try to talk to her, but then, like, she just closes the door instantly. I think that's how I can imagine it.
Please tell me you've seen the images of this, with Clive and Kermit.
I don't think I have. I never knew about this.
Apparently this is a thing that people do. Apparently this is a thing where they have Clive and Kermit art. I'm gonna look this up right in the middle of the recording, just so I can
Please send it. I need to see it. I need to see this now.
There's a good couple things. Like I said, so alright, here's one.
Oh, the three houses background. Oh, that's amazing. I never knew about this.
I have no idea why this is a thing or who started it, but it's the goofiest thing in the world.
Oh, okay, that second image is...
And I'm including both of them. I'm including both of them in this video, so that the audience can see what wonderful masterpieces exist of this dynamic pair on the internet.
As you can see, Clive, I'm trying to raise you up. Okay, I can't do a Kermit voice, actually.
Kermit the Frog here. I love you, Clive Fire Emblem.
I'm sorry.
That wasn't even that great of an act. That was a terrible impression. I'm moving on. Alright.
I think of, whenever I hear Clive, I just think of Final Fantasy 16 Clive, who is like, I don't normally say this, but the daddy of Fire Emblem, Final Fantasy. I mix up games. Oh my gosh.
Alright, so the next one is 255, so this is your first time attack. So like I said, when I say go, that's when you start for the question. So are you ready?
Oh. Yeah.
Narrate S eating a piece of wheat bread and enjoying it for 3 minutes. Go.
Oh gosh, I don't know this character. The pink one, haired one. Okay, I imagine she like gets it from like a marketplace, and then she looks all happy and giddy, and then like Kane's just watching her eat it in confusion, right? And I imagine her like doing the way she eats it is similar to like a dragon's bread scene, where she eats it, takes a bite, but instead she enjoys it very deeply, and then you'll see every single bread particles coming off the moment she rips the bread off her mouth. Kane is still in confusion as to why she's enjoying it a lot more than she normally would. And she continues to do this for like a whole, 5 minutes? And then when she finishes, Kane's like, "Did you enjoy it?" She's like, "Yes! Oh my gosh, it was like the best bread ever." And then Kane just imagines like the anime scene where she runs into him with the bread in her mouth and then starts blushing. And then she also starts getting confused, but also wants to buy more to eat. And it just keeps going. The cycle continues until nighttime.
Still got a lot of time, keep going.
Oh gosh. I don't really know Essel that much. But she also continues to do this, and her sisters are also there as well, just as curious as Kane was. So she inspires the other two to try it as well, but they don't like it as much as S does. Yeah, that's the story of how S likes wheat bread? Is that what it was? I don't remember anymore.
Yeah, it was wheat bread. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep going.
Shoot. Oh, she goes back to the marketplace and says, "I'll take your entire stock," and becomes world's master chef within the bread department. Ow, no!
You gotta keep going or else I won't be able to count it.
Okay, and then she goes around sharing the rest of the bread with every single friend that she's made as well. Do they like it? Maybe. We don't know. But all we know is that she is the biggest wheat bread enjoyer. She likes putting butter on it, of course, and secretly sugar, which is actually a goated combination. Everyone should try it. She also likes putting the jelly and cheese. And when she eats it, she always like has the shine in her eyes, like that she's enjoying it. If you can imagine it, then try to your best to imagine it, because it's like the most anime thing you'll ever see. Just all the shines and the sparkles everywhere every time she eats it.
Alright, time.
That was the longest 3 minutes ever!
Alright,
oh my god.
I'm gonna be real, I actually forgot to start the timer of her, like, when you started to talk when I said go. So what I did is I just started late and I ran it for 2 minutes and 30 seconds instead of 3 minutes. I think it was about 30 seconds from go time to actually me realizing my mistake. So so maybe that was probably a little bit under 3 minutes, but I'm still gonna give you the points for that. So.
Oh my goodness. That was actually so hard. It doesn't help that I talk so fast sometimes, so I can't like slow it down to match it at the time. Oh man.
And the next one is another time attack.
Oh god.
Well, I hope you enjoyed doing that one, because 251 is narrate Selkie doing something fun out in the forest for 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Go.
Okay. It's gonna look like a Bambi scene where she's just running on all fours into the forest. Not her animal form, her human form. She does that later. And it's almost as if a musical is about to happen when she's playing around with all the animals and critters. You know what, screw it. A musical actually does happen. As she starts singing a whole Disney song with everyone. It slowly starts to look like a Disney scenario. And then Kaden, out of nowhere, comes in and is confused as to what she's doing. And then she's like in the zone. She's still singing, and every other animal is the instruments singing. And then she finally becomes the Kitsune form. And then Kaden's like, you know what, screw it, I'll join in too. And then he starts joining in for a duet with Selkie. Father-daughter sing along. And then Selkie literally gets jump scared by Kaden and then like runs as far as she can. And then like Kaden's like, oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. But then she comes back and realizes, oh, hey. It's not a big deal, actually. And they continue to do this Disney musical until a thunderstorm comes out of nowhere and then ruins the song. And it's like the most cartoonily, that they look drenched. So then they just go back indoors, back to Hoshido, and just dry off there, because I know they have a hot spring somewhere in that game for their characters. And that's the story of how Selkie enjoyed going to the forest, singing a whole musical with every animal, with the side of Kaden. That's
perfect. Okay. Perfect timing. That was perfectly 2 minutes. Right, good job on that one.
Oh my god.
So I hope everyone watching along enjoyed you rambling off the top of your head for basically 5 minutes straight.
Was that longer? Oh my goodness.
Well, because it was 3 minutes for Est and 2 minutes for Selkie.
Oh, right, yeah.
Alright, let's see what we get now. Okay, thankfully it's just, pick a character question, so this is, gonna be a lot easier. Question 34. Pick a character who is too short to reach things.
Nino.
Nino would be too short to reach things.
She'd need Jafar to get it for her.
Nino. Alright, next question is 368. So this is a Fire Emblem trivia question.
Okay.
What weapons can reverse weapon triangle effect?
And heroes specifically?
This is not specifically heroes. This is like Fire Emblem overall.
Oh. Huh. I don't actually know. There's Cancel Affinity, but that's not a weapon, that's a skill. Screw it. Aquamarine. I don't know.
I'm not really sure what you're even talking about with Aquamarine, but no, that is not it.
There's like Ruby Sword, and that was like the first thing that came to mind. I just thought of a random mineral.
No. I was thinking about Reaver weapons, or specifically in the case of Fate's dual weapons. So like a dual Naginata or a Lance Reaver, something like that. So I'm afraid you do not get any points for that one. And I just realized I forgot to keep tallying what exactly your question. I forgot to tally what the questions were. Give me 1 second. Alright, with that settled, let's get back into the groove of things.
We're back, baby!
I was gonna say we're back in black, but I just like didn't say it because I just thought about the mayonnaise on an escalator going upstairs and I'll see you later. Bye bye. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Unfortunately I don't. Where's that
it's
from?
like it's some like video I saw online of like somebody put like a jar of mayonnaise on an escalator and then they're like saying it like to like the tune of Back in Black.
Oh, I see it.
I love the internet. Anyway, next question is 113. So this is a pick a character, or not pick a character, silly Fire Emblem questions.
Okay.
Who would get cancelled first on Twitter.com? Shinon, Soren, Jill, Ingrid, Micaiah, or Julius?
Wait, what was the first name again?
Shinon.
Shinon. Totally, he would totally get canceled first. You see how angry he looks all the time? I feel like he's the type that would say something very controversial first, before anyone else would.
That checks out. That checks out. Alright, well that was an easy one. Let's see what the next one is. 146, so another funny Fire Emblem questions. Let's see what this one is. What did Tina steal with the thief staff from Walmart?
Walmart? Pokemon cards.
Do you think Tina would be a Pokemon master? This isn't some like anything extra for like a question or anything, but it's a elaboration question, I think you could call it.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I could see her being like. Okay, she's one of those characters that definitely want the cards, but because scalpers exist and are more prominent nowadays, it's even more sad when she doesn't get what she wants. So this time around, the thief staff becomes relevant to using, because she just wants to play the game normally, not just collect a card and be like, oh, I'm gonna sell this off for a bigger price later, kind of like that. That's what I would imagine.
Real. I respect that. Alright, so that was an easy, good 2 points for you, that's good. And wow, you seem to be getting a lot of, lower number rolls for this so far, so this is, good for at least, getting some point accumulation. This is 58.
Oh, man.
Oh boy. This is pick a character.
Okay.
Pick a character you think has mommy issues.
Are repeat answers allowed later down the line?
Repeat answers are completely allowed, and I know exactly which character you're repeating.
Okay, so I was gonna say Tarja for this one.
I mean, if it was Tarja, that would make sense, especially like if that was like a tradition carried down by Noira, or however you pronounce it.
Yeah, poor Noir.
Poor Noir, thank you. Look at me, the English major who can't even speak English. Alright, next question. 207. So, this is a time attack one.
Okay.
Explain why Radiant Dawn is better than Path of Radiance for 1 minute straight. Go.
That's the one I did play. Oh my god. Okay. Well, it has Micaiah and Soth. They're like the start of the game. They gave us one of the greatest memes. Is it the Dawn Brigade? No, it's just a bird. Yeah, that meme. And I guess it just expands on a lot of things story-wise from Path of Radiance, and I'm pretty sure as a sequel it should have better gameplay overall. And I guess more of a better at finishing end to a storyline for the Tellius games. And Ike's in there, and he looks a lot more buff and really cool, and so does every other character that has like a time skip design, which is really nice to see. Love to see returning characters from the previous game to this.
Perfect.
I haven't played Radiant Dawn yet.
Good, that's another, that is another 3 points for you, so... so far you've only missed one question, that's not bad. And time attacks are where you're really gonna get the bulk of your points, so...
okay.
At least I think it is. It probably depends on person to person, but you've gotten a lot of, explain for a certain amount of time rather than, answer within a time limit, so that's more... Those are pretty good time attack ones to get, because that's more guaranteed.
Nice.
Speaking of which, you got another time attack one!
Oh no. Alright, which is it?
Alright, so this is, this is 244. What's a better weapon type? Dark or light tomes? Explain for 30 seconds. Go.
I'd say, dark magic. Dark tomes are a lot better. Because you got, like, because Nosferatu is a given. That one can heal how much damage you... And the spells overall look cool. Yeah, that's one of Robin's moves in Smash Bros. I don't think he has a single light spell in Smash, so... And it's easier to, like...
Perfect.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
There you go.
For some reason, I thought it was a whole minute, not like 30 seconds.
Nah. You're getting really good luck with the time attacks.
These ones are the hardest ones already. Oh, man.
Well, it's not that they're hard, they're just long.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Although I guess you could argue that long is the difficulty.
I guess that's fair, yeah.
Alright, let's see what 177. So this is a silly Fire Emblem question once again. So for 177, is Roy our boy?
Yes.
I like how long of a silence that was.
I was like, wait, was that the question? I was so confused. No, I think you could visibly hear my brain just farting there. I was like, what?
It was like you had to really sit down and think about that. You have to ponder whether or not Roy is the boy.
I thought there was more to the question. I was like, Roy's our boy, where's it from? I was like, oh, Smash Bros. I was like, huh. The question didn't continue.
Nope, that was it.
Alright.
Alright, next one. Let's see, 146. Oh, you already had this one. If you roll a repeat question, I just re-roll again.
That's the Walmart one, right?
I think so.
Yeah, deep.
Oh, but you re-rolled to your very first Pick a God and Pray question. This is 476.
Oh boy.
Alright, let's see what you have in store for, let's see, well, I think you're pretty good with anime, so you probably will know this.
Anime? Okay. I'm curious
This Studio Trigger movie features people with fire powers called Burnish.
Wait. No! I know this! Oh! You had one of the characters as a profile picture for the longest time. Is this Promare? Is that how it's pronounced?
Not the right pronunciation, but that's
Promare?
the right thing. You get the question right.
Okay.
Promare, yes. So you actually got that Pick a God and Pray question right.
Let's go!
Very solid start. Let's see where we go from here.
You said movie, and I was like, there's only one Studio Trigger movie that could come first. Because the only other Studio Trigger anime I can think of is like Kill la Kill or Darling in the Franxx. Yeah, that's the only ones I can think of at the top of my head. Those are anime, not.
I didn't know Darling in the Franxx was made by Studio Trigger.
I think so?
It doesn't really strike me as a Studio Trigger movie, at least not with the art style. I know, for me, the two, like, aside from Promare, the two Studio Trigger things that I know are Kill la Kill, as you mentioned, and then, of course, the one and only, the legendary Gurren Lagann.
Oh, yeah! Oh my gosh, did I mix up my mecha anime? I'm actually trolling. Ow, no! No, I'm pretty sure they did Darling in the Franxx. They just tend to do a lot of mecha anime, because I know SS Gridman. Have you heard of that one? That's
that one does not ring a bell to me.
Okay, yeah, that's another mecha that they've done.
Yeah, I remember binging, I binged Gurren Lagann with some friends of mine, and that show is fantastic.
Great
I love that
anime.
show.
Fantastic.
Alright, your next question is 184, and it seems like this is not a repeat question. And this is, silly Fire Emblem questions. Oh, there's a fancy chest. Do you open it?
Yes.
Alright. And so, for opening the fancy chest, you now receive -2 points to your overall score.
Oh crap, no! I fell for the Kid Icarus trap.
You got mimicked, basically.
Because there was like a chapter in Uprising where it's like, why would you open that? If it's a chest, I can't help myself. I must open it, or something like that.
Yeah, that is an unfortunate hiccup on your
Oof.
unfortunate little blemish on your mostly perfect record so far. But let us keep going.
We press on.
68. Name a character that loves Zero Beat.
Ash from Heroes. I have a good reason. You know that one mini music video they did with Kira, Veronica, and Ash? I think that's why. I just see her enjoying that. Now, I'm just imagining her in the jacket and pants now in that one thumbnail everyone uses for Eurobeat remixes.
I'm not quite sure what you're talking about, but I do remember the song that you're talking about from Fire Emblem like Heroes, like how they put out that like one music video of their like of them all going around, and then the summoner was going ham on the tambourine.
Yeah, that's the exact one I'm talking about. Yeah.
That was catchy. I love that bit. Alright, your next one is 46.
46.
Who do you prefer? Male or female Aleer?
Oh shoot. I'll go with female.
Fair enough. I like female Aleer too. I feel like her design works a lot better than male Aleer's does.
Yeah, like it's just the fact that one of the VTuber artists done her art, and I thought that was really cool.
Now that you mention it, she does have like a bit of a VTuber-y look to her design, for sure. Alright, that's nice and easy. Next, did you seriously get 184 again? Yes, you got 184 again, so I gotta re-roll it. I don't know why you're randomly getting the same question again, but... Alright. This is a 388. So this is a trivia question.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Does SOV need as many cantors as it has?
What? No.
That is the correct answer, because it does not need that many cantors.
That was just a complete shot in the dark.
Well, it's the obvious correct answer. It's the obvious correct answer. Clearly, they did not need as many cantors as they had. That's totally not an opinion, teehee.
I haven't played Shadows of Valentia, I don't know. Is he like some dude that like duplicates himself in one map?
No, it's a summoning monster that like summons a bunch of different monsters around it, and they're like super obnoxious.
Oh, okay, I've heard tales of that actually. Years ago. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, they make the game very frustrating at times, but you got that correct. That's a good 4 points to you.
Nice.
Your next question is 247. What's a better class? Sword... Oh, this is time attack, by the way.
Oh, shoot.
What's a better class? Swordmaster or Dreadfighter? Explain for 30 seconds. Go.
I'll say Dreadmaster is better, mainly because, like, you can, like, multi-wield a lot with Dreadmaster. Like, you can use... I remember you can use, like, sword, dagger, and a tome. I do remember this in Awakening, and one of the DLC. And it's just it's just a lot flexible to use if you're up against weapon triangle shenanigans. But I'm pretty sure only male characters can learn it. That's the only downside. But overall, I do think it's a lot better. It looks
right,
cool aesthetically as well. Yep.
Also, you said Dreadmaster. It was actually Dreadfighter, but...
Oh.
Regardless, I'm still gonna give it to you, just because, like, you...
I think we have the same idea, yeah.
I think they're a bit different, but I'm not actually sure exactly what class you're talking about. I think you're talking about an engaged class, right?
No, Awakening. Oh,
really?
You have to beat one of the Einherjar DLC Wait, is Dreadmaster an actual thing?
Not that I know of. I know there's Dread Fighters, which is,
I do think we're talking about the same thing, though, Dread Fighter. They, like, in their idle pose in Awakening, they have, like, the hand on the back of their sword ready to swing.
That sounds like a Dread Fighter, so I'll count that. I'll count that. I'll be generous and count that. Alright, next one. This is, funny Fire Emblem questions. This is 149. What did Tina steal with the thief staff from Ren and Stimpy?
Ren and Stimpy? Well, clearly, Stimpy's toothbrush.
Oh no, poor Stimpy. What's he gonna do with that? His toothbrush?
He's gonna cry.
The other night, when my dad was cleaning our cat's litter box, I had quoted a scene from the Happy Joy episode where Ren's like under like the happy helmet or whatever, and it's like, "See how I love to clean filthy cat boxes."
Dude, that show was a little ahead of its time, honestly.
I've mostly seen just clips on YouTube, or like segments of episodes on YouTube. I really want to like properly sit down and watch more episodes, but oh my god, it seems very much up my alley.
I just like when Ren goes, "You idiot!" like towards Stimpy.
You idiot! Alright, next one. 236. This is also a time attack question.
Oh.
What's a better skill, Vantage or Pursuit? Explain for 30 seconds. Go.
Vantage. Vantage is, generally better. I'd say it's more, like, versatile in general. Just the fact that, like, you can always have a guaranteed, attack first if the enemy attacks. Which is nice to have in general. Like, in case you might die to a hit, you can always get the first hit in first before the enemy deal out damage. It's just more flexible, I'd say.
Alright, perfect. I think you might actually be one of our... I think you're definitely going to be one of our highest scoring contestants if this track record is any indication. You're getting a lot of time attacks and you're getting a lot of good points. I know I said that like 3 times now, but... Oh my god. Alright, let's see here. Let's see what our next one is. Alright, this is a nice, simple one. This is pick a character. This is question 11. I haven't thought about this in a long time, but this was probably more well-known and topical at the time of writing this, writing out these questions. Pick a character who installed the Resident Evil Village spanking mod.
Huh? Okay. I go with Lawrence here. Pre-time skip. I see him installing that. Why?
Lawrence. Part of me thinks, yes, part of me thinks he wouldn't do that. Like, he's weird, but he's weird in this very specific way. I don't know. He doesn't seem quite that degenerate to me, but I still think that's a funny answer.
I think it's the hair that made me think of them first. I don't know why.
Oh, this is another pick a character one. This one is a rather interesting one. Pick a character that unironically likes Jordan Peterson. If you have any clue who that is.
I don't. What number is this supposed to be?
This is pick a character. This is 33. So.
Okay. Shot in the dark. Lauren. I don't know who this person is.
Well, Lawrence again?
Yeah, Lauren. Mariel's child in Awakening.
Oh, Laurent.
Yeah.
I thought you said Lawrence again, but Laurent.
Oh, no. Laurent.
Well, that is a very interesting combination with Laurent, I must say.
I don't know what this is.
How do I describe Jordan Peterson diplomatically? I don't think I want to explain, honestly.
Is it, Ooh.
He's a pundit. Let's leave it at that. He's a pundit.
I see.
Alright, next question. Oh, this is a trivia question. This is 358.
358.
Alright, 358. What weapon does May get as a refine?
Oh, that's Book of Orchids. That's
correct.
I actually have a +10 of her, and I stopped using that a long time ago. That refine is so bad now.
It's so outdated. It's very outdated.
I actually am almost close to +10ing her Easter ult right now.
I'm sure that you're very happy to have gotten access to more May content.
Yippee!
Next question is time attack. This is 221.
Okay.
Hypothesize an original standard character for 30 seconds. Go.
Standard character? Like one you could recruit? Okay. I'd say he's just he's neutral at the moment, but he fights anyone that comes close to him, but he's gonna be like Sanji in One Piece. The moment he sees a girl, he's going to just drop everything and go head over heels for any girl he sees, and then just shun away all the males. But he's really strong.
Alright, and that's time.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you have described Sylvain.
Oh, yeah. Shoot, I forgot he existed.
Well, you get the points. You get the points.
Okay. Right. If your play is female Byleth, he literally just comes to you, hey, can I join your house? Because you're a girl. Or something like that, yeah.
Oh boy, we got a funny Fire Emblem questions. This is 190. Does Micaiah have a big dumpy, or are we just imagining it?
Okay. I have a reason, yes. I blame Cece for drawing her with the fattest dumpy for Speedy's birthday one time, and I can't take that picture out of my mind sometimes.
I have no memory of that occurring. I feel like I want to say I want to see for myself, but I feel like there's no way that I can say that without it sounding down bad.
I think Cece specifically did that just for Speedy. Like, I don't remember when his birthday was, but it was during one of his birthday streams, and he shared the picture on stream, and everyone's like, damn!
Damn! Oh, what a fantastic question. I'm glad that you knew that little bit of words you could elaborate on this very weird question.
Happy to elaborate.
Alright, 394. So this is Fire Emblem trivia. So 394. The verse "Waters Turn a Blue" is sung in this Fates route.
Oh, okay. It's 50-50. I'm gonna go with Conquest. I hope.
That is not correct because I made that the fuck up.
Oh, shoot. Alright.
And also, it wasn't a 50-50. It would have been 1 in 3 if you were guessing because you forgot Revelations exists.
You know what? That's fair. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, there's a version of that question for the other routes, and I made a 4th one that isn't in any one. The routes to trick people up.
That's great.
Alright. And the next one is also a Fire Emblem trivia. So this is 355. What weapon does Bartray get as a refine?
Oh. Screw it, Devil Axe. I don't know.
No, that was actually the refine of Bars.
Bars
was the Devil Axe,
right?
I think.
Oh yeah, no, that's correct.
Bars.
Actually, that's Bars, not Bartra's.
Bartray's refine was the Axe of Virility.
Axe of Virility. Oh, that sounds way too fancy for him.
It is a rather fascinating title, I must say. Oh, and you look at that, you got another trivia question. 343.
Okay.
So let's see if you can redeem yourself and get this trivia question right.
Hopefully.
In Aqours, how do you spell Rudolph's name?
Rudolph? It's like Rudolf, not like the reindeer. It's with an F.
That's correct. Yeah, it is not like the reindeer. You got the spelling absolutely correct, so that is 4 points.
Oh, man.
Congratulations. Alright, looks like we're back to time attack. This is 266.
Ah, crap. Okay.
Oh, this is an easy one.
Okay.
Describe Tanya from memory for 10 seconds. Go.
The balloon booth. Green shirt archer girl. I swear, I don't know who said it, but that's the first thing that comes to mind.
The best part is that technically it is you describing Tanya in some fashion, so technically that counts. Yeah, Tanya was the character from
FE4, right?
I think either FE. I think actually she's from
FE5.
I think she's either from FE4 or FE5. It was one of the Juke games.
Mm.
She's from FE5, I think. That sounds right, because I can't even think why that's right. I just think that she's in 5. Let's go with that. Alright, next one. 144. So this is a funny Fire Emblem questions.
Okay.
What did Tina steal with the thief staff from me?
Oh. Your hero's account, and she starts spending all the orbs on just random banners.
Damn, I've been saving free to play for years. This is a tragedy.
I know you're waiting for the Claire ult soon. Eventually. Like, I know she got refined, but it's not the same as an ult.
Alright, and that's like, you have now answered 30 questions. How are you checking in? How are you feeling so far?
Holy crap. Honestly, I'm having fun, though. I guess that's the best thing I could say.
I'm having fun, too. I feel like this is like quite an eventful and special little thing that we've gone and done on this occasion. Wow, the next roll was the Walmart one again.
Oh. Not the Pokemon cards.
Alright, this is question 26. Pick a Fates character you think likes buttered toast.
Buttered toast? Flora. I feel like maids give off the English breakfast vibes. And not in the clumsy fashion.
English Brexit vibes?
Breakfast.
That's a really funny thing to blabbermouth out, or what's the term?
Yeah.
Blubbermouth? Is that it? Blubbermouth or
fluff? Not too sure actually. Flub.
Flub. Thank you. That's one. Oh, that's a really funny way to flub up English breakfast. English Brexit. My God. Oh, what a wonderful world we live in. All right, 82. Question 82. This is pick a character.
Yeah.
This character is addicted to Breaking Bad memes.
Specifically heroes. Because we all know how his art looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that. He tried too hard to live like Walter or whatever.
Oh, Walter.
Well, actually, no, I mean, it wouldn't really be like living like Walter. Maybe he like was like, damn, I gotta get in on the meth train.
Yep.
And things did not turn out for the best for our old friend, buddy, old pal Lloyd.
Has anyone like got this question before and did the Skylar White meme?
No, but you just got the Tanya one again for the question. This is like the 4th time I've had to re-roll a question for you. What is it with this generator tonight?
Haters be funky sometimes.
Oh my God! I got the first question from the thing again. The one you answered with Legion, the noise control one.
Oh.
I had to re-roll 2 numbers in a row.
Dang.
113. Please tell me this isn't another one that It's another... It's the Shinon question again. What is happening?
4 times, omen? If 3rd time's not the charm?
3rd time's maybe the charm. Okay, finally, we got one that is... it's next to one that you got before, but it's not one you've gotten before. Oh. This is 359.
359, okay.
Alright. What weapon does Faye get as a refine?
I don't know this. Wait, I feel like I should. I've beaten her up so many times. Listening breath?
No, and
Faye.
you were thinking of an entirely different Faye. Although I guess that's entirely a fault of me saying Faye and there being more than one character whose name
do you
can be
mean
pressed.
Archer Faye from Echoes?
Yes.
Oh, I was thinking of Dragon Faye. Whoops.
Yeah, I as soon as he said the breath, I was like, why are you just talking the Oh, the dragon. That Faye.
Yeah, I kind of got mixed there. Oops. I mean, it's Bullet Devotion, but I stuck with my first answer.
Oh, well, I hate that you knew that, but you guessed the wrong character.
I have to hold the L there.
That's unfortunate. I really want to give you that one, but I can't.
That is okay.
Alright.
Dang it, Fire Emblem and naming characters the same, similar. Oh yeah, there's like 2 Hildas as well. That's also gonna be hard if there is one like that.
Alright, next one. This is funny Fire Emblem questions. This is 175. Do you trust Fate's RNG?
No.
A wise answer. I don't either. Oh, this is 222 is your next one. So this is a time attack one.
Oh no!
Okay.
Alright, I'm ready.
Alright, 222. Hypothesize an original recruitable character for 30 seconds. Go.
Okay. So they're just in the city, like a city. You just don't realize it. But the moment you talk to them, they actually start looking like a character you can recruit instead of just the NPC. And they're like one of the strongest characters. It's just hard to find them. They're probably a generic sword master, but their stats are like inflated though. It's just the fact that you have to find them randomly.
Alright, you got it. Perfect. Describing finding them in a house just made me think of the BK from Path of Radiance appearing from the house.
BK, yeah.
Oh, this is a fascinating one. This is 252. This is another time attack. Hope you're ready.
Okay.
Narrate Nina's findings as she hides in a barrel, spying on 2 dudes for 2 minutes. Go.
Oh, now you'll look at this. As we can see, some hot men in their natural habitats.
Oh, they're talking to each other. Oh my gosh. One of them put their hand near their mouth. They gonna kiss? Oh my gosh. Please. I need this. I need to write this down. What's happening? Oh, one fell. One put his hand down. Alright. They held hands. Oh, I need to move closer. And then she like falls and then gets noticed and then she has to run away. And then proceeds to scope out another 2 sets of men. Okay, this time I won't mess up. Wait, is that a oh my gosh. He's kneeling? Oh, he's tying his shoe, never mind. That would have been so spicy if they actually did it. Oh, they started hugging. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. I need to jot this down in my diary. Oh, wait. No. Why are they walking away? No, come back. I need to find more people to ship. And then she can still like talk to another group of men. How about 5 of them? Oh, that's a massive harem I'd like to see. This is the shoujo I'd like to see. Oh, is that the hot springs they're about to head to? My god.
I can hear them! If only I could see through the walls! I hear them taking off their armor and everything. This is a long one.
Well, thankfully you just finished.
Okay.
Oh my god, that was great. Thank you for putting the extra effort into that. That was absolutely fantastic.
I need water.
It's one of the best readings we've gotten. Yes, please do take some water.
Alright.
Alright, let's see what we got next. Oh, we gotta pick a god and pray on our hands. I think this is the second time that you've gotten a question from pick a god and pray in this entire thing, which is interesting.
I think so, yeah.
However, you've also gotten like basically the hardest question in the entire thing.
Oh, well.
So this is 431. What name does the Ivory Coast prefer internationally? And it's in French.
Wait, no, I saw... It's... I'm probably gonna pronounce it wrong. Côte d'Ivoire?
Oh my god, you got it.
I only remember this because someone else in the video got this question. And I was like, what in the world? I had to look it up. And hearing this question, I was like, oh wait, I actually know this.
I felt like that might have been the reason why, if you were going to, I almost felt like I should say something like, oh, you might have heard me mention this to another person, so you might get something for this. But yes, Côte d'Ivoire, yes, that is 100% correct.
Nice.
So you get yourself 5 juicy points for that.
Oh my gosh!
And you're rewarded with another Pick a God and Pray question. This is 454.
Okay.
So I don't know how well you know music, but let's see if you know this.
I know game music.
This person is the lead singer of Metallica.
I'm not getting this. I don't know Metallica. Pass. I don't know what. What would his name be? I have no clue.
All right, that would be James Hetfield.
Okay, I'll remember that. James Hetfield. Alright. Because, like, I hear so many mentions of Metallica. I've never actually, like, heard any of their music. Okay, maybe, like, 1 or 2. Possibly. Other than that, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I have no idea if Metallica is your style of music. Probably not, from what I know of you. I mean, maybe?
Does it have, like,
I don't know.
heavy metal stuff? That's not. Or heavy rock?
I think it's like a hard rock metal type of band. So it's like a dad metal kind
Okay.
of thing. Yeah, if you are interested in one, I think Ride the Lightning is one of their best albums. A lot of people will say Master of Puppets, but I'm actually more of a Ride the Lightning fan than a Master of Puppets fan.
Okay. Gotcha.
Alright, your next question. This is a Fire Emblem trivia. This is 314. In Chapter 1 of Genealogy, Lex can get this by waiting in the right spot.
No! I've heard this so many times! Oh no. Like, I know I haven't played it, but I hear everyone just talking about it. Isn't it like Pursuit Ring or something like that?
I'm afraid that is incorrect. It's
crap.
a Brave Axe.
Brave Axe. Oh, okay, I was thinking of... Was I thinking of something else then?
Well, you thought Pursuit Ring, so... I guess you thought something else.
Probably, yeah.
You sure did think something else, but you thought the wrong... You thought the I'm not gonna bother finishing that sentence. Next question.
Anyways.
This is funny Fire Emblem questions. 111. Would you let Titania crush your skull?
Depends. With her thighs or with her ex?
It is not specified.
I see. Okay, probably not, no.
Alright, fair enough.
I think there would be better thighs to be crushed in between regardless. I've got to play it safe there.
Fair enough. What a great collection of questions we have available tonight.
Oh man.
Oh wow, you got a straight up 200, so this is the very, very top of funny Fire Emblem questions.
Okay.
Did Awakening save the franchise?
Yes. Hands down, yes. Absolutely.
Good answer.
That is the return to Fire Emblem. Because if that didn't sell well, Fire Emblem would have been shut down for good.
Probably, unfortunately, but I'm glad that we kept going. That's the reason I'm here making these silly little goofs.
Hell yeah.
Alright, next question. This is a funny Fire Emblem question. This is 107. Kamui is scared of Necro Dragons. What else is he scared of?
Vandors.
Probably a reasonable fear. Alright. Oh, you gotta pick a god and pray again.
Oh no!
This is a 408. Oh, you're not getting this. This is a Love Live question.
Oh boy.
Alright. In Love Live, Kiki Tang's home is in this major Chinese city. You actually might just get this by just luck of guessing it.
Japan?
Well, it's a major Chinese city.
Oh my gosh, I did hear that part.
I felt I should like rehash that. Just I'm not gonna accept Japan as an answer for a major Chinese city.
Which was that one? Is that the third season?
That is Love Live Superstar. Which is because there's different groups.
Yeah.
And so this is the fourth group, and not any specific season, but...
Okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that group then.
Well, if you can guess a major Chinese city, then you can probably potentially get this right by pure coincidence.
Okay, That's Hong Kong.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Alright. Next is 284. Let's make sure that this isn't a repeat. This is not a repeat. Okay, good. Alright. Describe Jenny from memory for 10 seconds. Go.
Character from Echoes. Her hair looks like sheep. She is a healer. And, one of the first to have the Razzle Dazzle effect. And she has orange hair.
Alright, perfect. That was so much better than the last, person I got for that. I think Chris got that question and, like, didn't even get the character right.
Dang.
Uh-oh, 482. Looks like it's pick a god and pray time.
Oh
no! Alright, 482. Who made the song Pull Me Under?
What?
You're probably not gonna get this one.
Skrillex, I don't know.
Nope, that would be Dream Theater.
Dream Theater. I haven't heard of that, unfortunately.
They were like one of like the metal bands that I really liked when I was first getting into metal a long time ago. Although I don't really talk about them, I don't really listen to them a great deal too much. Although I did put out a new album that has some pretty good songs on it, from what I've heard.
Okay.
All right, your next one is also Pick a God and Pray. This is 426. This one you might have a bit better luck with, but this depends on your geography. For question 426, name 3 Central Asian countries.
I got B's or C's in history. Central Asia. And China. Names.
The only one of those that I would actually accept would be China, because there's a good part of China that is in more of Central Asia, but Japan is like as far from Central Asia as you can get while still being in Asia, pretty much.
Are you talking Central Asia is like the middle part of Asia? All the countries there?
Think of it like a lot of the countries that are more into like the interior of Asia. So I guess you could qualify Mongolia as it, but I'm thinking a lot more of like former Soviet Republic countries like Kazakhstan or Uzbekistan, things like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Alright, your next question is 262. I feel like you've done this one before, but let me double check. Nope, this is a new one. Alright, 262, so this is a time attack.
Oh no.
Name random food items you think Ileana would eat for 30 seconds. Go.
Okay. So there's obvious. She would like to eat meat, random sandwiches, every type of pastry she can find in the barracks. Lots of cake. And let's see. She stays away from salad, I'm pretty sure. She also likes eating lots of Italian food, I could see that. And I guess in general, lots of
Perfect.
sandwiches, burgers. Okay.
Alright, good. That's a nice, good 3 points. Alright, and the next one is... Oh, 174, so this is right next to the one that you did before, but this is something entirely. This is a funny Fire Emblem questions.
Okay.
Felix and Rodrigue attempt to patch their relationship. What do they do, and does it work?
I'd say... I don't know if this is actually in Three Houses, but Rodrigue has his own, like, xenologue or paralog. And it involves the two of them having to work together to fight a beast together. And slowly but surely, the more they work together, the more they appreciate it. It's like sword fighting.
I think so, does it work? That's the big question.
Okay. To make it work, or does it work? Possibly, but if Rodrigue acknowledges that hasn't been on the best of terms and wants to improve upon it, then I do believe it could work. Towards Felix.
Alright, I think that's a pretty good response. I like that. Alright, next one is 102. So this is another funny Fire Emblem questions.
Okay.
What's the worst name for a refined weapon you can think of?
First, like, literally any of the refines that's named after said character is what I could think of as a not so creative or good refine.
That works, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
And finally, we come to our very last question.
Oh, shoot!
And so you get the honor of picking a question. You don't get to know what question it is, but you get to pick a number between 1 and 500, and so you have the opportunity to pick whatever category you would like.
Alright. Flip a coin, heads or tails?
Oh boy, let's see what we get. Take your bets, people watching the video. Heads or tails, what's it gonna be?
500.
Alright, 500. A very excellent pick a god and pray choice. And this is a very interesting one to end off on it. For 500, what is my real name?
James.
That is correct. And that is a very good 5 points right at the very end of the thing.
Yippee!
And with that, you have officially completed the questionnaire. How did you feel about that run?
That was really fun, honestly. There was a lot of silly ones as well that I didn't expect to do, and then some shot in the dark ones as well. Overall, I think I did pretty good.
I think you might have a good shot at getting first place. You answered a lot of questions correctly, and you got a good number of pick on praise. There was some, there's a few questions that you got 0 on, but, most people got, a couple that they did not get right, and Chris did skip one of the questions, so. Alright, now is the part where I add up all the numbers and see what your final score is, so.
Let's go. I guess the main reason I do remember your name is, because on the Switch friends list is listed as James and not Ghost.
Oh, that's true. That would, I guess there is that extra bonus of being on the friends list, and knowing me, it makes that question a lot easier.
Yep. I guess the only ones I was worried about, because I haven't really played much outside of the 3DS ones and Three Houses. And I did mention I was watching someone play Engage, but he stopped playing for a bit. I'm just waiting on him to ask me if I'm ready to watch him play again. So I guess he's just busy.
Fair enough. Yeah, because the person I had planned to come on next also had been too busy, and so that's why I had the space to have you come on. Alright, I'm getting out the tallies right now.
Let's go.
I will now read the results from the leaderboards. So Chris got 78 points. Toasty Alir got 94 points. Fedison got 95 points. And you got 96!
Oh my god. No way.
That means by 1 point, you are our new first place person of the Ghost Chaos Questionnaire.
That's crazy.
The top 3 are separated by 1 point each.
That's actually impressive. Oh my goodness.
That is a phenomenal win. It's like the inverse of the vibe from Toasty Alir's thing when he got 94 when Fedison got 95.
I can understand that. Dang. But 94 is still impressive, though.
You both did pretty impressive with your points, I will say. So yeah, although you did not reach 100 points, meaning that you do not get the chance to ask me any specific farm-related question, you do go home with the first place win with from a very, very close game.
Yay!
And technically, if you had not opened that chest, you would have gotten 98, but...
Oh, that's right!
You were this close to having that actually cost you the game.
I got mimicked. Oh no.
Oh no. Well, I guess with that, this Chaos Questionnaire has come to an end. Thank you very much for being here.
For sure. It was a lot of fun, actually.
I'm glad you enjoyed it because I did too.
Especially at the time attack ones. Oh boy. Had to get all my creative juices somehow.
Those really got you up there to the win. You did very good with the time attack.
Thank you.
Alright, is there anything else you want to say before we close off?
No. Just be sure to follow the both of us if you haven't.
Absolutely.
For those watching.
Alright, thank you everyone for watching and for tuning in and everything. Go check out Ginkgo's channel. I'll have that in the description when the video comes out. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!
Bye-bye.